Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nico and I am a full-time eBay reseller. So I am still cold. I've got like 3 shirts on. I have the space heater down here. We're still hoping for heat to get installed in the next couple of days here. Fix whatever's wrong with our heater. My internet thankfully is working. It still takes a long time to upload videos, but it'll get me by until Tuesday when they are telling me that I'm going to notice a real big difference once they hook me up to fiber. We'll see if that's true or not. So I shipped yesterday on Saturday. Today is Sunday at 1:55 p.m. So, you know, the afternoon. I shipped yesterday before the mail went out right about 9 a.m. So since Saturday at 9 a.m. till now, you know, a little over 24 hours, I have 22 orders and $506.26. Not bad. It's picking up. I listed a ton yesterday. I have a bunch of scheduled listings that went up today, and then I added some more to them this morning. I got up as early as I could and got a lot more done. And then I have some scheduled for tomorrow. We are going out of town. My husband has a conference overnight, and I'm going to go ahead and go with him and go ahead and work and just try to get some things, some more stuff. This is one of my favorite Goodwills. It's just that there's not much else there, so we don't go that direction as much as we should. My family's not there. There's really no reason except sourcing to go that way, and it's still about 2.5 hours away. So this is a good excuse for me to go, and this Goodwill normally just has so much stuff. I think it's one of the first places that I found Zaya Active. This was a couple of years ago, and I found 3 pair all in a row, and everything's really cheap in Wyoming, so I'm looking forward to it. We're going to go get the hotel tonight, get a little bit of rest, I'll read my book, and then get up and hit the sourcing hard. So I got to get started so we can pull on out of here. I'll go pretty fast for that reason. Let's see. I want to do my stuff first and then print off my son's stuff. So this is just a Talbot shirt. It is an XL. Let me see how long I've had this thing. Sold several J. Jill today. Starting to like that brand again. Starting to really like that. Okay, this is an XL red geometric shirt. This is just a bins pickup. I've been, you know, really thinking about the fact that if I'm paying $3 to $4 and getting between 12 and 15 plus shipping, as fast as I can list these things, because I already have the listings in my ended, you know, in my ended listings, it really seems to be worth it to me because I can list them so fast. So these sold via promoted listings, no coupons, and it sold for $12 plus shipping, so $20.30 all in. So let's see how much I keep on the shipping, if any. I wanted to ship at the last minute, and then my friend will come over in the morning while we're gone and take these to the post office for me. So I'm hoping she doesn't have to go to UPS. I don't want her to have to do that. All right, this is going to Georgetown, Texas. So shipping is $4.88, and it's going to cost vice versa. I charge them $6.75. It's only going to cost $4.88. So I'm keeping a couple bucks on that almost. Not bad, not bad. How's everybody else's sales? Mine are good. When I'm listing, I have not noticed, thankfully, any of the glitches that people are talking about. I hear all this talk, and I read today on my phone about people saying that, you know, there's just all kinds of glitches. So far, as long as I am listing, I'm doing okay. And I want to also say thank you to Jackie. She messaged me on a comment and told me about a wool brush. I guess you just take a wool brush, and if you have any doubt about there being eggs still in a garment, somehow, some way, that's supposed to be very helpful, and plus it just makes it look better. So I'm going to check that out. I had never heard of such at all. So I taught kids church today. If I'm talking a little bit loud, it's probably because I'm used to having to talk over the kids who most of them like kids church, but there's always those couple that just don't like to listen. And so I try to, you know, just speak up a little bit and get my lesson done. But, ugh, it is something. Yeah, I can't wait to get to my book. I'm in the middle of The Woman in White, which was a huge phenomenon in the 1800s, I want to say. And it just took the world, the reading world by storm. Not the world, but, you know, people just could not get enough of that book. And I'm seeing why. It's very good. I'm really happy I finally am getting, you know, into the book. Let's see here. This is a pair of Eddie Bauer shorts. I do pick up a lot of shorts that don't net me a whole lot in the summer because I can list them so fast. And I just feel like if you're selling clothing, you need to have some shorts available, or at least it's a good idea. If this was midsummer, I think I would have tried or held to a $12 sale price. But I took $9 on these. These are just a pair of Eddie Bauer shorts, size 32. So I'm happy with $9 plus shipping, so $16.85. And these did sell with promoted listings. My husband might peek his head in the door. He's getting ready to go too. We'll see. All right, these weigh. This is going to have to be 13 ounces, which is what I have in there. So I'm only going to keep about 30 cents on these. These are going to Flintstone, Georgia. Our hotel doesn't have breakfast, and plus, honestly, I travel so much, I just, you know, sometimes I just can't stomach the hotel breakfast anymore anyway. I've just traveled so much that I just can't do it. So I got to figure out how we can get breakfast quickly enough but not eat too low end, because my husband has to be to his conference by 8:30 and I want to be to the Goodwill early, but we need to walk the dog and, you know, wake up and not get up at the break of dawn when it's kind of a day off, kind of. So I gotta, on the way there, I will figure out what's kind of close that I can just maybe run and get through the drive-through, or run and pick up or something. We'll see. When I'm really motivated or feel like it, you know, I sometimes will like take, you know, yogurts and stuff, but I just don't feel like loading and unloading that today. If we're on a long trip, I'll do that, just because it does save money too, but I just don't know if I can do it tomorrow. We're gonna have to find something. Oh, I am dropping everything, guys. Oh, goodness. I forgot the heater was behind me. That was a rude awakening. Ouch. That is the weirdest feeling. I went to bend over and pick something up and, oh my goodness. Okay. Hopefully, I don't know. You probably saw that. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to look back, and I don't know how to edit, so whatever it is. You're going to see it. But yeah, I just bent over to pick up these sheets that fell, and the heater was right directly behind me, and it was not a good thing. It would have been a definite blooper reel, let's put it that way. Goodness gracious. All right. That is the weirdest feeling. All right. Gypsy Jenny's. I didn't just like back into it. I like almost like fell on top of it. All right. Gypsy Jenny shorts. These are interesting. I think that's why I picked them up. I think I thought, you know, that they might be something. And if I remember right, Gypsy Jenny's itself has some interesting clothing, but I've had these a while and I could not get anything to happen with these. Plus, I think there's just a few little spots there that didn't come out. So anyway, I'm happy to clearance these out. I sold these for $8.24 plus shipping, so $18.74. I'm still making a profit. I just don't focus on these, but when I'm clearancing stuff out, it's actually totally fine. $8.24 plus shipping, so $18.74. I might have to, yep, I'm going to have to get out my tape and do my little tape trick where things don't stick to your hands. Okay, this is going to San Jose, California. Yeah, and it is exactly 1 pound. So that hurts it too when someone has to pay, you know, almost $9 for this. So I am going to keep about $1.40 on the shipping. If these had eked in just a little lighter, they could have paid about $6, and I think that would have made a difference. We have lots of clothing going out, lots and lots and lots, which is good. Makes me happy, makes me feel like I'm on the right track. Clothing is easy. A lot of this is clearance though too. So a lot of this is stuff out of those first couple of boxes that I have been editing, having sales on, trying to get rid of without having to just straight pull it all. So I'm happy that some of this is getting out of here and getting my space back. Makes me happy. Okay. See what our next one is here. This is a clearance item. It always makes me giggle when, you know, something like $3.50 and then someone offers like $2.50. You know, it's fine. You know, if they're taking my clearance off my hands, it's fine, and whatever, you know. It might just be that unpopular of an item, and that's okay. So this is a Potter's Pot dress. It is a very strange kind of shape of a dress. I mean, not really inherently. I think, is this new? I think it might even be new. It's got this handkerchief hem, but first of all, it's a small, which is always a little bit harder sell. And then I don't know what this is. This might be the original tag. I don't know. But anyway, it's Potter's Pot dress. You would have to be quite small to fit that. And plus, I took this as a flat lay. So I'm looking at my picture now thinking, oh my goodness. But I've had this for a very long time. So I sold this for $3.50 plus shipping, so $9.50, and it did sell via promoted. No coupons. But I'm glad you're going bye-bye. One of those things I probably picked up, this would have been after COVID, but I probably picked it up at the bins and was going to consign it. Then I just decided to list it, and it wasn't a good idea, really. Okay, 9 ounces. This is one, I didn't edit this in any recent time because of shipping, I can tell if I would have edited it. So I'm still going to keep about $1.20 on the shipping. It's going to Isanti, Minnesota. I'm hoping to have a nice haul video tomorrow night, or at least maybe Tuesday morning, but I'm really excited about that. I feel really good about my progress. My virtual assistant is done with those 60 items that I told you I had sent to him, so he's done. I think I only have about 15 more to launch, but I think we're going to go ahead and leave before I do that. I don't know that I'll finish them all. I'll go ahead and pay him. I haven't had any issues or mistakes or anything on the other 50 some that I've launched. You know, I add a few keywords that I like better, but that is it. So he's done a very good job again, so I'm very blessed to have him right now. I hope that continues. So if I was launching all of his work done this morning, I would like to have sent him another 60 already for today, but you know, you gotta have a life too, and I just could not get it all done. This is a Lululemon skirt. I have sold this once before and it was returned for fit, so I relisted it. So here we go again. I think I had this returned once. I know I've shown it. Maybe I haven't had this actually very long. Maybe I'm just thinking about the video I've shown, because I actually haven't really even had time to get it returned. So I can't remember, but anyway. Oh no, I think they bought it but didn't pay. I think that's what it is, and I just recently relisted it. So anyway, this is $20 plus shipping, so $26.75. And no coupons or promotions used. So this is just over 6 ounces, so we've got to go to 7. And this is going to Phelan, California. First class. Okay. Yeah, I even looked to make sure it wasn't the same person trying to buy it again, because they just never paid the first time, and I couldn't see that it was. So hopefully this person did pay at least. Hopefully they like it and keep it. So this coming week, I've got about 100 items behind me. I've got 6 tubs behind me to list. And then I've got the jewelry. So I'm going to see how much I find tomorrow. And then I might come home Tuesday and Wednesday and really dig into a lot of that. The problem is that, believe it or not, there really is, I think, some weather coming in again. And so, you know, I want to make sure that I am on the other side of the mountain. I just need to make sure that I'm buying a ton of inventory. So I may go ahead and just turn around and leave Tuesday again. I'm not sure yet. I think I'll find a lot tomorrow. I always have at this one place. All right, so these I've had forever and ever and ever. So glad these are going. I just pulled these out of the bins. It's 2 Disney Store towels. One is Power, I guess they're both Power Rangers. And, you know, I knew they wouldn't get $1 million, but I thought they would sell faster, I guess. Not necessarily for a huge amount, but for faster. And I don't remember. I think this was before I was really diligent about knowing that the linens were a lot cheaper to buy there. So I think I probably paid, you know, $1.89 a pound, or well, it would have been $1.29 at the time. Let me see here. Okay. These are a pound, 8 ounces. I have my paper over there. I just want to make sure I'm weighing this correctly. There we go. Okay. Yep, just right at 2 pounds, so that is correct. So anyway, I don't think I was smart enough to separate these out as linen, because at the time I just wasn't thinking of a towel as linen. But anyway, these are going to Hamilton, New Jersey. I think I've had these a year, and so I sold them for, let's see, over $11, $13.50 was shipping, so $26.92 all in. I'm gonna see what the priority is. Is $11.62. I don't know what that's gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and just send these priority so that she doesn't have to go to UPS. Hopefully, that's just one more step. And they paid $13.50, so I'm gonna spend $11.62, even though it's about 80 cents more just to get these to go USPS, and that is fine. So I'll still keep about $1.50 on the shipping. Here comes my hubby. We'll see what he says. He may not come in. I don't know. He might be packing himself to go. Whoopsie. Hey, I'm just making a shipping video. How you doing?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I just gotta go get some signatures on this check.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll see you later.
Just a minute.
That's fine. I'm down here. All right. All right. Cool. He is heading out to do some errands, so we can go. Sorry guys, it's kind of a boring video. Alright, there we go. Oh, I was going to say, I tried on that shirt I wanted to keep. I really love this Pendleton. I just think the colors are gorgeous. And I tried it on yesterday when I had other shirts on and it seemed like maybe it would fit. But then this morning when I tried it on just by itself, it is actually a lot longer than it looks on me and it just doesn't fit well. So I decided to give it up. I'm not going to keep it. I love the colors on that thing. All right, this is, what is this thing? 42, oh, okay, pair of shorts. Now, normally I've been picking up these And One shorts. Let me see how old these are here. I've had these about 3 months is all, but they are a medium. I mean, they don't seem to have snags or anything. Normally I can get right at about 10 bucks on these, but I just decided to go ahead and move them. I don't know if I'll be picking these up as much. I'll redo the comps in another month, like as summer or, you know, things like that, spring start happening, and see what the comps say. But if I can't get 10 bucks on them, they just aren't worth my time. And so I think I'm going to eliminate And One shorts, except maybe in the 2XL, 3XL, that kind of thing. Those might be what I've been successfully selling, and I just didn't notice that the mediums really aren't doing that well. So I just want these out of my store. I took $4 plus shipping, so $11.61. Okay, 9 ounces. There are things I do to experiment, or that I just know there's only 1 or 2 months a year that you can really do well on. Otherwise, the price is less, or you just have to really keep them in your store forever. This is going to Ridgeland, South Carolina, so it's going to cost $5.17. So I'll keep about $1.50 on the shipping. But yeah, I was hoping that was a brand I could just pick up in smaller sizes, but I don't think it's going to work out that way. There was also that documentary too on Netflix about And One. And, you know, there might have been a little bit of hype surrounding that with that documentary for a short while. And that might be why I was seeing more success with it. And then now it's just, at least for me, that one did not go well. Or I might have just listed them midwinter and then, you know, they sat because it's been such a cold winter for everybody. And if I would have listed them now or marked them back up to $9, I could have done that too. So these say Lee shorts. What is the deal with this? I don't pick up Lee anymore, so that I know of. Oh yeah, these were new tags. I guess I did try these not too long ago. No, I've had these a long time, actually. I've had these over a year. I was going to say, I don't think that I do good enough with Lee to pick it up anymore. I think this was about a year ago, and I thought new tags, maybe last summer even. And so I took $7.25 on these plus shipping, so $14.64. I don't even think new tags in the bins that I would pick these up. Maybe the height of the summer I might and try to get 10 bucks, but I don't think so. What did I say now, guys? Feel like I'm not very with it today. I feel somewhat rested. I didn't get up that early. I should have gotten up earlier. This is Belle Isle, Florida. So I'm going to keep about $1.35 on the shipping. Everybody else start putting shorts in their store. I found a lot of great shorts. I can't wait to get listed. I found a lot of Peter Millar. I found Vuori. I just have one pair I think that's not listed. I'm finding great shorts now, but I don't really have that many great shorts in my store. But I am selling a lot of the shorts that I do have listed, so I think it's already time, guys. Get your shorts listed. I guess I haven't worn shorts yet. I was wearing my Birkenstocks and short sleeve shirts for about a week, like 10 days ago or something. Then now it's just been right back to cold, so I'm not wearing even sandals now. But I'm sure that in California and even places that were a little bit cooler, I'm sure everybody's wearing shorts again. So it is time. Or people are going to those places to get out of the winter. All right, this is a J. Jill sweatshirt. I think I've sold 2 J. Jill things today. This one is the 4862. Now this says repeat buyer, so let me just check through and see if that's from before or if it's from now. Don't see what else they've bought. They didn't buy the other. Oh yeah, they did. They bought both J. Jill shirts, so that makes sense. All right, so 4508. Let me find that. Well, I am not seeing my other J. Jill items, so I will go find it. So I sold 2 J. Jill items to this person, one for $12.49 and one for $16.99. And then, you know, I'll have to adjust the shipping. I think I can still get by with first class. It depends on how heavy the other one is. So I will just go ahead and do those on my own. They did use my 16% off coupon. And let's see where these are going. These are going to New York. So I'm not, you know, going to keep hardly any on the shipping, especially if I upgrade them to priority mail, because I charged them $6.75 on each one. So I may give them a refund, or it may just be that they just get by going up to priority mail. So that's those 2 orders. Because this isn't it. Nope. I don't know. I guess we didn't pull that one unless it's behind me and my husband couldn't find it. Nope. No, that's not the case either. Okay, so let's just move on. All right, these are a pair of Cool sweatpants, which I pick up all Cool, even if it is damaged. I pick it up. This one I think has a flaw. That's why it didn't sell for very much. Yeah, these are just gray sweatpants. I actually really like these. These are really cute. But they're too long for me. They are a nice kind of wide sweatpant. I've had these a while, and I don't think that I knew enough, you know, how much it mattered that the wide leg was coming back into style. I think I kind of missed the first part of that trend, so I did not mention that in my listing. I think that would have helped. They did use my 16% off coupon, no promotions, but I took $7.79 plus shipping, so $16.65. I don't know if these had a lot of pilling or you know, some stain or something, but that's the only reason I would have put Reed in the title. So not bad for a flawed item. I just pick up Cool. I look it over and make sure it doesn't have huge stains, but plus these are, you know, these have to go for priority mail too, so the customer is paying a lot for shipping. I think that hurts a pair of sweatpants. So anyway, this is going to Orono, Maine. I had to think what M-E is. That is Maine. So I think if those had no damage, I don't know. I still don't think I would have gotten much more than 14 or 15. They are a size 6, maybe with the wide leg mentioned. They are heathered, like a heathered gray. They're kind of cute. Whoop, I need more paper. Paper time. All right, here comes our paper. Let me make sure that one's going to print. So technically speaking, if we weren't going out of town today, I would have today off. I had my listings already up. You know, I might have come down and just piddled a little bit, just, you know, an hour or so while I listen to something or listen to a podcast. Sometimes I'll do that, but technically speaking, I had all my listings up and I could have waited till morning to ship these. So most likely I would be in bed reading a book if we weren't going on a trip. But that's okay. I really still like the travel life. I like hotels, and I'm really looking forward to sourcing tomorrow. I think I'm going to find some great stuff. This is kind of a Bolo brand. This is Gretty. Let me go to my camera and make sure you're even seeing this. Gretty Zuger. Yeah, that one shows up really good. I found this at the bins. I did not know a thing about this brand. I just looked it up at the time. This is either a tunic top or a short dress, however you want to look at it. It is a large. Excuse me. So I grabbed that after looking it up, and I'm glad I did. It turned out to be, let me see what the retail on this was. Oh, sorry guys, I've got a cough all of a sudden. I don't have the retail price sticker on there, so that doesn't help. All right, let's go see here. So this sold with my 16% off coupon, but it sold for $28.09 plus shipping, so $32.47. Not bad for a shirt out of the bins. I will take that any day. Let's see how much this one weighs. 12 ounce, or it's 11.6, so we're going to go to 12. This is going to Asheville, North Carolina. So I'm not going to, well, no, actually, now that I lowered the weight of it, I'm going to keep about $1.60 on the shipping. So that's not bad. Not too bad at all. I don't know. Next weekend might be the start of garage sales for us. I got to look at the weather. I don't know if there's snow coming in that will dissuade people from setting up their garage sales, but I know it's in the next couple of weeks. It's going to start. I know it goes both ways. Some people, or some cities, sorry, I shouldn't be making sure you don't know who's buying this. Some states, I'm sure that they don't want to have garage sales when it's like 1,000,000 degrees out. Like Arizona, I would think that their garage sales maybe slow down in the summer, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I would think it would be so hot, it would be just the opposite. But in Texas, when I was there helping my mom, on the edge of the summer, I think we had quite a few. So I don't know if that's true or not. This is a Duluth skirt. I think did I take an offer on this? I think I just let this go too. Yeah, I took a $7 offer on this, so $16.75. It's a Duluth trading skirt, women's medium. I thought it was really cute, but I've had it quite a while, so I just went ahead and took $7. This is a bins pickup. So I still would have made about $4 on it. I'm able to do a ton of sourcing now, so I don't mind getting my money back to go spend on much better, $30, $40, $50 items. I know I could keep this with the price high, and midsummer I probably could have gotten, maybe 12 to 15? I'm sure I could have. But I would rather have my money now. That's just my philosophy. I don't always do that. Sometimes I go higher. I think it hurts it too. This is a pound 15 ounces even for a medium skirt, so they're having to pay $9.75 to have this shipped, and I don't think that helps it either. I think on those lighter weight, like a Nike skirt, that's like $6 to ship, so I think that's the difference. This is going to New York, New York. I think as shipping gets higher, the heavier things it is gonna add up, just like anything else. I'm going to try to upload this. We'll take off and go, but I'm going to leave it uploading, and if something happens to it, you'll end up getting this on Tuesday, but hopefully you get it today sometime on Sunday. Can't get it down in here. I'm struggling today. My suitcase is packed and by the front door, so all I really need to do is finish up my shipping and then just pretty much get in the car now, I think. I'll list until my husband is ready to go, but that's about it. All right, 45.29. We still have 12 orders to go, guys. Thank you for hanging in there. I'm going to not break up the video, I don't think, because I just really need to get this done. So this is a Title IX dress. It's a women's medium. I have Diamylite in there. I think that that's on the actual tag is like Diamylite nylon. So it's an interesting fabric. So anyway, this is really cute. I've had this a while though. Actually, no, I haven't. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm looking at the number wrong. I haven't had this too long, but I took $17.19 plus shipping, so $25.14. I'm happy with that sale. It's a size medium. I think that's a halfway fair price. Maybe some people get a bunch more for Title IX. I don't know. In a dress like that. All right, we're going to be just over, so we got to go to 13 ounces. Going to Zionsville, Indiana, and I'm only going to keep about 30 cents on the shipping. Let's see what we've got left here, guys. Oh, I think I did find the other J. Jill. Okay, I think I did. I think we'll go back and do that. Let me make sure. We'll go back and ship it if I found it. So yeah, I've been working on the ones my virtual assistant got back to me, but I have 27 items left on the group of items that I photoed and I am listing myself. I don't ever want to get out of the habit and just rely on my virtual assistant. I mean, maybe someday if you have 10 employees and you know they're not all going to quit in one day, then I guess you could, get away with kind of never listing again. But I just think I want to keep listing myself as much as I possibly can so that I don't ever get out of the habit or just dread it that much. I just want to stay in the habit of listing because it is the main part, one of the main parts of the job, right? So, all right, let me go back and see if I found the correct two J. Jills. I think I did. Okay, so J. Jill shirt 4862 and 4918. Yes, I did. I don't, let me weigh these. I think I'm going to have to go. Yep. We're going to have to go up to priority. So what I'm going to do, I know most of you know this, so it'll be boring. But if you are a new reseller, first let me show you which ones. This is the newest one. I've only had this, I think, a few days. It's called on the tag. So look for this because it sold really fast. The Lux Supima Boat Neck Tee. And this is a size medium. So I'm going to put this in the padded flat rate. And then this other one is a J. Jill women's medium floral. Oh, okay. Now this is not the right one. I'm looking at the shirt on there and I'm like, I put brown in the title. What is going on here? Okay. 48. I just don't think I changed the photos. Okay, I'm going to figure this out, guys. Something is wrong with this one shirt. So let's just skip J. Jill. She is not my friend right now. I don't know what's going on. Let me click into the picture and look. Oh, goodness. Okay. So why? It must be like the shirt before it. And so my numbers are just off because this is 4864. Oh, okay. 4864. This is 4862. I'm like, what is going on? This is not the right shirt. So, okay. So that is fixable. I mean, I at least should have the shirt. I do sometimes do like 6 J. Jill in a row. And I'm the one who grabbed these, so I just wasn't paying attention. All right, so that's good. That is fixable. I can handle fixable. Let's just not worry about that. But anyway, what I will do for those of you who are new is I will upgrade them to priority. They've paid what, $6.75 times 2, so they've definitely paid way over $8.30. And so then I will look at how much the difference is and decide whether I need to refund them. You don't have to, but I advertise combined shipping, so I will refund them something. I'll just look at it. All right, this sold very fast. I will get it together, guys. When you pull a wrong item and it says J. Jill on it, you're just assuming that something's wrong with that. At least I didn't, you know, because it said brown in the title, and that is a gray shirt, so that scared me. But anyway, this is a Miche classic bag. I'm not going to pull it out. Maybe you can see enough of it to make it worth it. If you're not familiar with Miche or however you say it, it's those bags where the magnetic outer shell can be changed, and so you can have, you know, 100 different colors of shells, but it's the base bag that people want. So I've learned for the most part to spot these, you know, and I just always buy them. I think this one was $4. So this sold within like a week for $39.99 plus shipping, so $50.39. And I just make sure that my first photo shows the shell off of the bag so that they can see the bag. And then you really need to check for edge wear along the bag. The bag itself can always look clean on the bottom of it because it's been covered by a shell and it's probably never sat on the ground by itself. But the handles and the edge wear along the top can be damaged, and I still buy them. I still pick them up, but I just make sure and disclose that. Okay. 1.15 ounces. They did use my 16% off coupon. And let's see, this can go one. Let's just go 2 just to make sure if I'm a little off. This is going to Lillington, North Carolina. Is that like my 3rd or 4th North Carolina sale? It seems like everybody is buying from North Carolina. Parcel select is $10.21. And priority is $11.62, and they paid $13.50, so I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade them to priority. And I did bubble wrap this too. I am mailing a purse in a poly bag, but I bubble wrapped it just to protect the metal things from getting dinged up. So I do that a lot. It's going to be nice to have a day off of shipping tomorrow, even though I'll feel kind of bad, like for the customers who order late tonight, that theirs won't go out till Tuesday. It'll still be nice to have actually a full day off tomorrow. A day off is in sourcing. I know some of us consider that a day off, some of us don't. I'll just do as much as I want. I actually have a lot behind me, so you know, if really for some reason I didn't want to, I really don't have to. I can just go enjoy the hotel. This is a Western, oh, I guess not. This is a camo shirt, but it's called Frontier Legend. I pick up almost every camo I find just because it sells so good for me. And this was kind of a unique camo. This is called Ghost Camouflage. Sorry, guys. So it definitely is not green like a lot of camouflage is. So anyway, I've had this quite a while. It didn't sell as good as I thought maybe it would. So I didn't take an offer. They used a 16% off coupon plus promoted listing. So I sold this for $8.34 plus shipping. So $14.33. I probably should wear my hair up when I do half of this stuff. I'm going to cut that part of the bag off. I do not want to take any chance that someone gets my piece of hair on their thing. That would not be acceptable. All right, let's see where this thing is going. Oh, goodness, guys. This is going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay, so 12 ounces and let's see, no, 5.17. That dropped it down. That's really good. So I'm going to keep about $1.10 on the shipping. Yeah, that came close. Almost cut the barcode, but I didn't, thankfully. I would have just reprinted it. Everything is fixable on eBay for the most part. I mean, unless you do something a bunch of times, everything is kind of fixable. All right, let's see where we're at now. This is, I think, a clearance item. This is a pair of those old Wranglers from that estate sale that I've been really trying to get rid of. Yeah, I've had these. I'm on the 4900s. This is 2252. I've had this way over a year. This is an example, I think, of where I had these at like $2.95 and they offered me $1.95, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, no problem. I hope they can do better. This one actually, well, it says destroyed and with stains. So I tried selling these on looks alone, like kind of as a grunge look or whatever you want to say, but I don't know if that's gone out of style or this particular pair just doesn't have the stains in the right place. But anyway, I've had these for going on 2 years, and so I'm so happy to clearance these out of here. It would have been much simpler and faster just to take them out, just, you know, donate them, whatever. But I am happy with the fact that my store is just slowly getting rid of this stuff. And on the way of looking up these to figure out why I still had these and lowering them down really low, I found some really good items that just had fallen off of eBay. So I don't regret it all, still doing that process. I hope I don't ever have to do it again. I don't think I will. I am very, very careful now. I'm much more careful because, you know, it's not the middle of COVID, first of all. So I think I can afford to be a little bit pickier. And I'm just willing to shop longer. I feel like the time is the same. I feel like I can either be here listing, you know, a lot lesser priced items, and then maybe later they don't even sell because they don't have a very good sell-through rate, or I can spend my time looking for 100% sell-through items. And I think that's just kind of what I do now, just out of habit. This has been so hard to kind of deal with all the low-end stuff that I think I've learned my lesson. COVID or no COVID, I think I would just, I don't know what I would do. If I had limited inventory again. This is a pair of Ralph Lauren pajamas. These are an XL in a green plaid. They're like a flannel pajama. Nothing is wrong with these. I think I just, you know, put them in about a month or two ago, and now, you know, summer is coming. So I went ahead and just took the offer. It's $9 plus shipping, so $20.37. You know, I wanted to get more than $9, but if you think of it from the customer's point of view, they are literally paying $20 for a pair of used pajamas in the middle of, you know, spring now, and summer is around the corner. So I'm okay with just clearancing these out. In a normal situation, I would want closer to 20 myself on these. Actually, I'm not going to weigh these. These are flat rate. So I'm going to keep about $1.50 on these, and these are going to Little Rock, Arkansas. I still estimate, because I would have gotten these at the bins, they're over £1, so I would have paid almost $2 for them. So I was looking the other day on some low-end sales that I had, and just to see if it was even worth clearancing them out. And it's shocking that you kind of make, you know, depending on what your cost of goods was, the eBay fees would be around between $3 and $4 on that. I didn't have promoted on it. I paid around $2 for it. So it's shocking that, you know, before taxes and everything, of course, you know, that, I mean, I might actually make with the shipping like $5 on this pair of pajamas, which I don't want to do that all day, but it's okay to keep some of the winter stuff out of my store in the summer too. That's fine with me. Or to get $5 and move forward and go find another pair. Let's see what we've got here. It's actually getting too warm in here now. I'm dressed with 3 layers, and then now I came back and turned the, what do you call it, the space heater on, and now I'm actually too warm. Oof. Okay, I did not want to do that. Let's go back to orders. Clicked the wrong button. All right, this is a Unique Spectrum shirt. I do not know anything about this brand. I picked it out of the bins. You know, what I do sometimes is if something's kind of like this and it's going to cost 30 or 40 cents, I grab it because I'll just consign it, and then I come home and I look it up before I consign it. It's very pretty, has really great sleeves on there. So this sold with a 16% off coupon and promoted listings, but I took $13.19 plus shipping, so $19.43, and that was like a 30-cent bins pickup, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Alright, this is going to be way less than that. This is under 5 ounces, so shipping's not going to be much. This is going to Washington, Spokane, Washington. So yeah, I'm going to keep about $2.50 on the shipping. I've got, let's see, what is this thing? Movies of some kind. I think those are all 3 my son's items. So I need to print those out. So we've got 6 orders left. 1 I'll have to go get because it just came in. And then I'm going to go ahead and print this page because, yeah, my son's items are on there. Everybody have big plans for the summer? I think we're still going to try to drive to Canada and, you know, shop along the way. We'll see. My dad is 75 and he would like me to take him to Michigan and drop him off. He can drive, but to drive from Colorado to Michigan, his wife's not thrilled with by himself, you know. He is capable, actually, and he knows the way. He's done it for 20-some years, but I think his eyesight has bothered him enough that he's finally convinced, too, that he'd like my husband and I just to take him. So I think he might, you know, ride along, which is great for me. I mean, you know, how long do you have your parents? And, you know, I'll tell my dad ahead of time. Now, this is a shopping trip, too, so we're going to stop at every thrift store like 3 times, you know, along the way. So we'll see. So we might do that in August. I'm kind of excited about that. We need to see about, you know, our dog just like riding in the car with us across the Canadian border. I know people do that, so I can't imagine that it's a problem, but still, we need to check out a lot of things like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do my son's things. Then I have to go fix the 2 J. Jill shirts, find the right one, and then I have to find the new item. So the new item that sold is just a pair of Navarro shorts. Those are cycling shorts. They're padded cycling. I was picking up almost all padded cycling shorts in the bins, and it seemed like for a while there I could get $10 plus shipping, which was good for something that cost me $1. But on this case, I have had these a long time, so I took $5.43 plus shipping, so $12.51. Excuse me, nothing interesting about that pair of shorts. Let's see where it's going. So I'll go find those. It's going to Troy, Idaho. So it's going to be pretty cheap. I'll make a couple bucks on the shipping too. So not a bad deal. Would not do it again though, or don't want to do it again. So this is, oh, I know what this is. Okay. So we just listed these. These are those Japanese movies that I showed you in the hard goods haul. So if you haven't watched that, go back and look at the hard goods haul. It's pretty interesting, I think. This is a set of 5 Japanese films. They're called the Post-War Kurosawa Eclipse series. Oh, it's a 7 DVD set, but it has 5 films. So from 2017, and we don't promise that we've cleaned these or watched every ounce of the movie. That's just how we do it, so that when they get them, you know, we say that they look clean, they don't seem to have scratches, but no promises, kind of thing. So anyway, we took $27 on these plus shipping, so $35.60, and we'll split that, my son and I. And I'm assuming, because I think he would have gotten these at the Goodwill in Wyoming. It just depends on the clerk, honestly, how much they charge. So I think this box had $5 on it, if I remember right. I could be wrong. But some of the clerks will charge you per DVD. So anyway, he's a good shopper. He wouldn't have overpaid because he knows we're splitting this. So we are shipping this to San Mateo, California by Media Rate. I hate Media Rate, but to be competitive on some of this media, I think you have to almost. So this is just a little over a pound. I charged them $6, and it's going to cost $4.35. So I'm going to go ahead, since it's going to California, and just look at what priority would be. $8.82. So yeah, I don't want to chip in $4. I'm going to just go ahead and ship it the way I said I would. Go ahead and ship it media. It shouldn't take too long to California. Media Rate anyway. So overall, a good sale. I would have to do the numbers. It did. I don't think it used promoted or anything on that. So I think we'll split everything just straight up after fees. I can't wait to get organized enough to get my book scanner hooked back up. I showed you the other day. It's so peaceful to me to just put on headphones and just go sit in the thrift and for hours just scan books. I really enjoy it, honestly. I am going to be getting full-time back into that. They're having the book sale up here, and you know, and I don't have my book scanner hooked up. So yes, you can take your phone and do it the old-fashioned way, but I'm so used to just being able to go book to book to book that it'll be too slow for me. So I just need to decide. The reason I haven't done it is I used to have what is it, Net something, and now a lot of people use Scout IQ, and so I need to just do a little bit more research to see which program I want to use. Plus I'm thinking that my phone, my phone's an Android, it's not one of the newer ones. I'm thinking I should either get a tablet to do it with, or I don't know. That's just why I haven't done it. I need to put some research time into it. So this thankfully is going. This is a consignment from my son's. He pays pennies on the dollar for some of these CDs, and we sold the high-end ones right away, but this is the last of it. And I don't really regret listing these. We still ended up getting a decent amount of money on some of these. This one, you know, in the end was just clearance. It did sell via promoted. This is a Ray Charles CD set, 3 CDs. These are not new. These are from 2005. They sold for $8 plus shipping, so $13.05. Okay. These are going to Delta, Colorado, so really close. I charged $4 for Media Rate, and it's going to charge $3.65, so we're not making any money on that shipping at all. Ooh. And then we've got one more I want to show you. It's the biggie. It's a pretty decent sale, I think. Pretty happy with that. Thank you guys for holding in there. I just, I couldn't break it up into 2 videos. I really want to get on the road. Actually, I need some more tape on on the side of those. Okay, that's that. Okay, and then this one I can't take out because I have it bubble wrapped too. At least I think I do. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I do. So this is a Bauer REAKT, so a Bauer React 75 L hockey helmet, large, black, CCM profile, 3 face maker with shield. So anyway, that's a lot to say, but it's just a hockey helmet is what this ends up to be, but it does have the face shield that comes down, so it makes it wider to ship because the helmet sticks out. Now, technically speaking, you know, I don't think you really need bubble wrap. If this is a hockey helmet, it better be able to withstand the shipping, but I still, just for presentation and to make sure that you don't get a hairline crack in it on the way, I went ahead and boxed this up really good, almost like a breakable. So anyway, they did not use any promotions of any kind. We sold it for $45 plus shipping. So shipping, we charged $17.25, and this is going to Chelsea, Massachusetts. So we're going to keep about $5 on the shipping. Let me reweigh this and make sure. Yep, I have 3. Oh, make sure I have this in there right. Let me go reweigh this again, guys. Sorry. Welcome to real life. I probably was under on that. Let me check. Yeah. Okay, $3.15. So yeah, it's going to cost $13.17 to ship. So I just always put flat rates in there, and I've done this long enough that I kind of can do that. Obviously, you should always go to Pirate Ship or somewhere and make sure you know exactly what your shipping is going to cost you. Once in a great while, it does get the best of me. See, like in this case, now once I put the actual dimensions in, then it went up. And so now I'm not going to make anything on the shipping. So let me see if UPS is cheaper. Nope, UPS isn't even cheaper. So anyway, good thing I charged up on this. So I'm going to actually lose, what is it? Almost $2 on the shipping because I did not go to Pirate Ship and just put this in. But anyway, guys, it's fine. It's a good sale. So we got $65 all in on this helmet, and if it had gone to Colorado, I mean, I would have felt bad charging $17.25. So I'm actually fine with losing a little bit on the faraway sales. I think, you know, otherwise you're charging a Colorado customer $25 for something, and this is like a little over 21. So let's go ahead and ship this. Let's see, it's going parcel. I don't think I need coverage on this. I didn't check the guy's feedback, but I think I'm just going to ship it like that and call it good. Oh, sounds like my husband's home with the puppy. But anyway, guys, that is all I have today. Thanks for joining me. Sorry, it's kind of a little chaotic. I'm going to go find the correct J. Jill and figure out what's going on with that, and then ship that other item, and then you won't hear from me until maybe tomorrow night. I really hope I have a haul that's worth showing. I really am only going to go to one store, I think. They do have a Salvation Army there, and I may end up going there too if I have time, but I really want to get back home from this area and then recoup a little bit, like for a day, and kind of get back on track. I think you can maybe see behind me, you know, it's getting better. I do have some tubs under my table there of good, clean clothes that are really expensive, like Pendletons and other stuff I want to get done. And then I want to take off to Denver and really, like, get sourcing, you know, like thrift to thrift and hit some of the half price days and stuff. So I will be talking to you soon, and thank you guys for subscribing. Sometimes I wake up and I can't believe that you know, that many new subscribers are paying attention. Let me know which videos you like the best. Do you like the shipping? Is it too boring? Do you want me to just read my list off? I know this is going on a whole hour of just, you know, you watching me basically use tape. I'm fine with it. It's great for me. It's like having a friend, you know, so you're not down here by yourself. But If it's too boring, let me know. I do believe in making long videos though, and the reason why is that when you're trying to get your work done, to have to click through a bunch of 15-minute videos, I think it does take away from my workflow. So I like to watch people who have really long videos. So I don't know that I'll necessarily change that on all my videos, but let me know what you think, guys. Thanks again. Have a good day.